Once upon a time. Well, you have to start all good stories with once upon a time, don't you? Anyway, once upon a time there were two children, a boy and a girl, probably a lot like you. They loved going on holidays with their parents and visiting and finding out about new places. Of course, sometimes they went to museums too. After all, into every child's life a museum must occasionally fall. Now, these children had nothing against old things. In fact, they loved them. But museums were boring. Don't touch. Keep your hands away. What is it anyway? We can't see it. We can't read the words. This is boring. When can we do something else? You get the idea. You've probably guessed, but I was that little girl, and today I work with old things, and I'm even going to work in a museum. I also work with children who thought this was a weird choice for a job. I wanted to share with them why I love old things, and not just my parents either, and how they all have a story to tell us. But how? Well, one child I worked with was digging up the local tennis court in his own private archaeological dig, and since I had inspired this activity, I thought I should distract him before I lost my job. I started to take my own old things to show him, and other children got interested too. One told me that holding something which in a museum would be behind glass sent a tingle down their spine. The tingle factor was born. So I started to collect more old and interesting things to take with me. Oh boy, this was where the problem developed. Where on earth could I put them all? The Tingle Factor Fairy must have been looking after me, because when I was on my way home one day, I saw two old, sad suitcases thrown out on the council clean-up by the side of the road, with nobody to love them. They were huge! So, home they came. They were perfect. Turns out Mum knew the ex-owner of the suitcases, and she gave me another one. Mum also gave me a little school case which belonged to her brother, my uncle. Now I had a real Tingle Factor box. Well, to be truthful, I had 4 of them. Remember how I mentioned there was a little boy as well? He's my brother, and he's drawn this beautiful suitcase with a big smile for a handle so I can use it on the internet to show you things I've collected, and so that you can share in the Tingle Factor box too, no matter where you live or how old you are. After all, the Tingle Factor isn't just for kids. I'm sorry you can't touch it yourself, but I'm going to write down the things children say about the things I take to school, so you can look at them for yourself. If you'd like to write something, you can do that too. I hope you'll get a little shiver of excitement, even if you can't get the full tingle from a computer screen.